Here we go.
Here we go. All right.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yeah, here we go.
Here
Here
we
we
go.
Are you ready yet?
Ready,
Yeah,
Freddy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we
Here we go.
It's a
Guys,
great
we haven't
episode.
lost it.
Welcome back to Law Ready for This, your favorite VGHS after show, but also your pre-show, still your post-show, and also your halftime show. If you stop halfway through the episode, you'll be able to hear us talk about the first half of the episode until we start talking about the stuff you haven't seen yet. Then you pause us, go back to the episode, hit play again, finish that out, then you finish us out. Technically a halftime show if you think about it.
Yeah. A half and half.
half and half.
Matt Stafford not doing so well.
Yeah,
It's a halftime show joke. You know what I love about...
That good old halftime show joke.
You know what I love about VGHS?
What's up?
We're feeling really good tonight.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Every season in VGHS is a little bit different. You know?
Yeah.
All of them have a little bit of a different flavor.
Kind of like halftime shows. They're
Yeah.
all a
They
little
all
bit
do.
different.
Some of them have Michael Strahan, and then some of them don't. Two flavors of halftime show. And this season, it's a little bit different than the last two. Our podcast also has a little bit of a different flavor every season.
Very true.
Season 1, it's our test season. Season
Right.
2, the theme was letting it go.
It's also our test season.
Yep. Season 3, we got to pick new goals. Last season, we were letting it go. What are we doing this season, guys?
We're not holding back. We're saying slurs.
Okay, Solomon's personal goal is to say slurs.
No,
Grant,
I said,
what is,
I said we.
What is your
I
goal,
said
Grant?
us all together. We're saying slurs, not just me. Grant also told me he wants to say a couple slurs this episode. I was like, that's kind of, I don't know, a little racy,
Grant,
but
is
go
that
for
true?
it. He's nodding his head. Yes.
Yeah,
currently.
it pertains to the plot of the episode. Anyway.
Oh, it does.
It does. Yes.
Anyway, yeah, my goal for this season is I want to this podcast has got a little stale. We need more twists and turns, a
twists.
reveal of sorts.
Season 3, more twists.
We'll have some more later in this episode. I don't want to show my hand, but
We need to do some like fun segments and bits, like
Fun segments.
like eating gum while
Season
discussing the.
yeah, I don't know how we're gonna top that episode.
Season 3.
It's gonna be very
more
easy,
fun
trust me, buddy.
segments. I'm doing the opposite of letting it go. This season 3, I'm holding it in.
All right.
Okay.
The interpretation of that will change as time goes on.
Hold it in, buddy.
Holding it in.
Holding it in.
It's good. I'm glad we're setting goals for ourselves. It's kind of like our New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting it done in November. Starting early.
They didn't have to know when we were recording
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, come on,
Well,
banking
my
these
bad.
apps.
Yeah, this is July.
Happy November, New
2014.
Year's, though.
I'm very behind. This is recorded in July, wherever you're hearing this.
Means you're very prepared.
Yeah, I as you can tell, I did a lot of work.
Yeah.
This has been your pre-show moment. We're gonna get right into the episode here in 3, 2, 1. Wow!
Quite an
Holy
episode.
shit.
Season 3.
Pretty wild
Season
premiere.
3.
Season 3.
So, right off the bat, what the fuck is this next top president bit?
Well, they teased it last season.
They did, yes.
And the first season, they teased that he went missing, I think.
Yeah, well, the first season, it was right before the agreement corner. Was the president has been
It
kidnapped?
has been kidnapped, yeah.
I guess in my brain, it feels like so long ago, season 1. But when you think about it, it was only like 4 months ago in their time. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Was that
I don't
short
think-
of a time
Yeah.
span?
No.
Season 1 and Season 3.
Season 1 ends with him getting on the team, right?
Oh,
you're talking
mean
about in-
Okay,
okay,
yeah. I thought
yes.
you meant like actual production of the show.
Yeah.
4 months of as I was like,
no, no. Sorry.
That's the difference of 2
No.
years. I was like, nope, that's
No.
not the case.
Diegetically, within the show, it's only been about like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So like, I'm like in my brain, I'm like, dude, the president has been kidnapped for 2 years. I'm like, no way, it was only like 3 months.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah,
still
no-
long.
yeah, no big
it's still
deal.
long for a president to be kidnapped, but not as long as 2 years.
Hell, I could do it longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, watch me. Window breaking sound effect.
I'll add it in. Which I guess is 3 months long enough to put together a reality show to figure out.
Definitely.
Okay.
Hollywood moves fast, baby.
Like that. You don't know the business, kid.
Yeah. But so the next top president bit, good gag.
Oh, great gag.
It's a senator
okay.
facing off against Tony Hawk to see who the next president is. Said
Birdman himself.
the
Yes.
Birdman himself.
Birdman himself.
Directed by Inarritu.
The virtue of being ignorant. I don't know what the subtitle for the
I
dumbass
think it
movie
is,
was.
right?
It's some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Oof. Hating on Birdman right now.
Withering.
You know he did
Tasers.
the 900? No cuts.
What is that? You're thinking of 1917, and that's not him. That's Sam Mendes.
What? 900 the move.
What's 900 the move? What are you fucking
What is
This
that?
Tony Hawk was the first person to do a 900-degree rotation on a
Oh, I
skateboard.
thought we were talking
Okay.
about Inarritu. I thought we were talking about Inarritu still.
Maybe you should in reach your. Never mind.
Nine.
Wait, hold on. Oh, season 3. I'm holding it in.
Hold it in. Namaste.
Holding it in.
This gag is already killing.
Birdman 900.
Oh, now there we go.
That guy's replacing Shotbot. So
It's also Birdman the rapper.
yeah.
Oh no.
Never mind. Cut it.
Cue the ween.
Cut the ween. We're not doing this. Editing that episode has been the worst thing I've ever done.
Wait, you start editing the gum episode.
Oh, God.
You're gonna fucking hate yourself.
No, I'm leaving all that in.
Well, you can't cut it out. It would be impossible.
That's I'm not worried about it.
Wendell's going to have a hard
So
time.
they're trying to pick a new president. It's between a senator with apparently an amazing history of representing women's rights. I don't know why that's their choice of topic, but sure. And then versus Tony Hawk, who they said can skate real good.
Yeah.
Which is true.
It's true. You see no stats.
Yeah.
He can skate real good.
And I just want to know, who would you vote for? I'll start off. I'm voting for Tony Hawk.
Well, I mean, I think we're all voting for Tony
Yeah.
Hawk. I'm trying to
okay.
explain my reasoning other than he can
No.
skate real good.
No, I don't think I need other reasoning.
That's my biggest issue with the current president. He don't skate real
Yeah.
good.
Well, do we know?
That's a good point.
Do we know?
Somebody get Trump on a skateboard right now. If Trump can do a 1080, I'll vote for him.
Oh, my God. That'd be so cool.
I want to know Donnie's airtime.
And of course, before they can announce the new president, who jumps out of the bush but the
Boy.
old president
Joel McHale.
Joel
Of the
McHale.
soup.
Joel McHale.
of the soup? Is that how you remember Joel McHale as being of the soup?
Well, he talks about that in the BTS,
Oh.
which, of course, I watched this week. And let me just say real quick, the BTS for the season, very lacking. They've
Really?
That
moved...
was not what you said. Like
Yeah, it
yesterday.
is.
No, you said this. You said I'm so happy because this BTS is less than 10 minutes long.
Well, I like that it's as short as the first season's actual episodes
Yeah.
were. But
Fair
I don't like that they completely cut down the BTS aspect because I enjoyed watching the BTS when I was learning things. And I like how they did it later on when they did the Rocket Jump show. Like, I love the BTS stuff
Yeah,
for that.
that's
It's
true.
like very fascinating to me. So it was kind of sad to see this. This is just like 3 minutes of the whole video is always like the intro to the regular show, but it's just got like outtakes. There's already like an outtakes video. I don't know.
That's disappointing.
did
Splitting hairs, but
so did
just hasn't been the same
So-
since
but
Brandon left. Just saying.
so did Joel McHale introduce himself as Joel McHale of the soup in the BTS?
He mentioned that he just mentioned that he was talking mostly about the soup, but anytime Freddie or Matt would talk about him, they'd talk about Community.
And
So
he
it's
was
just
like, he's like, yeah, no, I hate Chevy Chase.
they got into
That's what
that.
he said.
Did they really?
No,
Oh, okay.
are you kidding me? But they got that
Season 3, they were holding it in.
Hey.
that they got that cameo while they were doing the one with Conan O'Brien, because they did the one with Conan O'Brien just like in the middle of their interview
Yeah.
on Conan, and Joel was on the same night, so that's how
Oh,
they
okay.
made that connect.
Works out perfectly.
Pretty
Wait,
interesting.
They made the what?
When they were on Conan doing
Yeah,
that,
they met Joel McHale there.
yes, and he said he would do a cameo.
Oh, okay.
so
I thought
cool.
you were saying they
No.
filmed the cameo while they were like, well, fuck Conan, we got shit to do. You want to
Yeah.
go film a cameo? Yeah.
I think Conan's on cameo.
yeah.
I think Freddy's on cameo. Nah, we don't have to
Possibly.
worry about that right
Freddy's on coffee for sure. Anyway,
You guys like cameos.
so
coffee.
Joel McHale,
80s synth pop band.
Joel McHale comes
Word
in.
up.
He's the president. I don't remember what they
Everybody
call him.
say-
Talking out the side of your neck, another
Yeah.
cameo classic.
I don't remember if they're what.
Remember the Corn cover of Word Up?
Word up!
Just, you're the Corn.
Everybody say-
No, cut the corn. Cut the corn.
Cut the corn.
They will sue me.
Oh, I'd love to see Jonathan Davis have his day in court. That's what that fucker for all he's worth.
I don't think we're gonna win. Are
What?
You take it for all
What do
he's
you
worth?
mean?
We just queued his song in the middle of our podcast.
We gave him free promo. He needs it.
Yeah.
We gave promo for his
Yeah.
Word Up cover.
We gave him promo and now he's getting FOMO. That's a no-no.
Oh man, those bars. That was like a Corn diss track. You're like Drake.
I do. I often
gets
feel that way when
boo.
we record the podcast. Sorry.
Joel McHale says that America is under attack, and before he can announce why, Frag Alert, baby.
Yeah.
Frag Alert. You got to watch this in first person. Frag Alert.
Pretty crazy.
It's insane.
Now, I feel like I told you this, and I guess I get why they didn't do a first-person part for so long, but it just feels like something you'd think they would have done really early on.
It's
Just when you're
Freddy's
playing
thing.
video games or doing a video game-based thing. Seems like a no-brainer, like the Doom
That's true.
first-person sequence.
Yeah.
That's like
Dwayne.
Freddy's early
Dwayne the Rock
videos.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you guys like first person, like as a filming technique? I guess my question is, did you watch Hardcore Henry and enjoy it?
Well, I think yes, but I think that's like a very rare case.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch like really any other movie like that unless it was like Hardcore Henry 2.
Have you guys seen
Something like
Peep
that.
Show?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I like
okay.
Peep Show first
not.
person. Like,
Peep
that's
Show's
it's funny to
interesting.
me. But that's not like something I go there for. I usually prefer it when it's first person without being like aggressively like this is obviously a first person. Like I don't mind point of view shots, and I like point of view shots is what I'm saying, but I don't
You
like
don't
when
want
it's
the
like-
whole thing to be first person.
It doesn't need to be aggressively first person like that or Into the Void or anything. It just
Okay.
kind of gets a little tiring after a while.
Hold on. Did we just have our first film talk in a minute? Are we bringing that back? For
Well, we actually
season
talked
3?
about Birdman really early on
Yeah,
in this
We
episode.
did, yeah.
All right.
Oof.
It's all right.
Cash money.
We'll go in and edit that with the new film talk theme that we wrote.
We were writing that earlier.
Yeah, we wrote a film talk theme earlier. It's going to be running under that.
That was Film Talk with Grant and Daniel. Edited by Solomon, produced by Rose.
Here's some
Nice.
video game talk. In the game, Brian gets knocked over and he looks into a shard of glass and sees his own reflection. It's amazing ray tracing in this game.
Okay.
Fuck off. That was a good. Those of you at home who play video games and give a shit about video games, please leave a fucking comment talking about how important it is that we
Hey,
talk about
man,
ray
hold it
tracing.
in.
Control
Hold
just
it
came out.
in. Hold it in. Hold it in.
Daniel just nearly
It
threw
got
his
a 9 out of
Alienware
10.
computer at me.
Yeah. Alienware's for fucking chumps.
Oh my fucking god.
Hey, man.
But I will say this is interesting. This whole sequence is really interesting because we follow up that with just a million cameos.
Oh,
Yes.
also though, real quick before we move
Oh,
on,
yeah.
the only other interesting thing I really got out of the BTS was Freddy's the camera person during the first
Oh,
person
yeah, yeah,
sequence,
yeah.
which is pretty cool. I mean, he like had to wear this crazy helmet thing.
Cool.
I thought that was worth noting, but that's just about it.
And he green screened Brian's face into the
Yeah,
into the glass.
need a mocap for that one.
No, it's weird. Like all these cameos start hitting immediately afterward.
Yeah.
They have like Conan.
Yeah.
They have Ashley Birch, and I'm just like wondering who the people I don't recognize. I wonder if they just like went on Fiverr and were just like, yeah, no, I'll pay $5 to be in my TV show.
This is also a very first episode of the season thing I've noticed.
Yeah.
Happened in season 1, happened in season 2, now season 3.
It happened season 2.
Mm-hmm. Season 2, I forgot what it was, but oh man, it was when the law was on TV for getting Trout. Who they opened with like
They
2
opened
cameos.
with
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee, yeah.
and At Midnight.
Yes. Yeah.
He who shall not be named.
I can't remember his name right now.
Chris Hardwick.
Thank you. More like Chris.
Canceled.
Gotta hold it in.
Chris needs to learn how to hold it in.
Chris has got to take some notes from this podcast.
Yeah.
Chris, if you're listening, don't tell anybody. I don't want to get canceled by association.
Well, I mean, this
Chris Hardwick
podcast
more
is
like-
kind of Talking Dead inspired. I think we're kind of associated.
Can I be honest? I have seen 5 minutes of The Talking Dead, and I just went, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never
easy.
studied the format of that show.
You
but
just talk.
Okay.
Let's see, I'm the opposite. I studied the
Doesn't
format
he
of that
usually-
show for years
doesn't-
now. I'm just trying
And
to
I
crack
felt
it.
so betrayed.
Haven't even seen The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I never watched
studied
The
the
Talking
Talking
Just
Dead.
studying. It's like Beyond Stranger Things. Did you watch that?
I
Where
heard
it's
of
just
it.
The
They
Talking
have a
Dead.
talkback show?
Yeah, it was for the second season.
That sucks.
My question with that is, does that mean that to be as good as whatever fucking Chris Hardwick show that we need to get people on the podcast who are in the show?
You think we can bring Attack of the Show back?
That's
Dude,
ambitious.
You know that he has what's his name? Kevin
Nealon?
Durant.
No, who is on Attack of the Show? He has his own company now, and they're called Attack Media.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish we could attack the
Kevin
media.
Pereira.
Yeah. Fuck the media.
Kevin Pereira is his name.
Fuck him too.
I like you, Kevin Pereira. Come on the show.
It's ending so soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 5 episodes, buddy.
Sorry, bud.
Skype in.
So then
If you're not here by today, you miss half the season.
But so we're watching this. We watched this amazing highlight reel from Brian Jenny. Then we get a bunch of cameos, and then we cut to the Law, who is drinking tea in a shed. Maybe
An immaculately lit shed.
yeah. The lighting. In
Not
there
to
is-
get into film talk, but
Well, if you want to get into film talk,
We can get into film
we
talk.
can get into film talk.
this is film talk.
Okay.
With Grant and Daniel. Edited by Solomon Prosperos.
Okay. Yeah. The lighting through the window blinds. It's amazing.
So
with the
good.
dust rising up.
DP John Salmon going hard.
Thank you for getting his name in there. I totally forgot it. So.
Gotta respect the credits.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this whole scene actually was just like
Oh yeah, chef's kiss for sure.
chef's kiss. Okay, that was film talk.
Oh yeah, that was film talk with Grant and Daniel. Edited by Solomon Prosperos.
Thank you. So we see he's drinking tea in a bunker.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out. Or more accurately, these guys are pointing their guns at the door, the opposing team, and they're just waiting. And then they hear footsteps from up above, and they look up. And then he jumps off the roof.
Well,
and-
first he just shoots through the roof like.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right too. Yeah, he shoots through the roof, under his feet, and then he jumps off the roof and just one shots everybody.
It's insane.
And here's the question: what kind of headphones is this guy wearing that he can hear where the Law is walking directionally above him?
He's got that 5.1.
He's
home
got those
theater
Turtle Beach
surround
ones.
sound.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got Turtle Beaches on.
This episode brought to you by Turtle Beach. Turtles. Did you know this?
And Alienware.
And Alienware.
Turtles have the best hearing of any animal. That's why they're called Turtle Beach headphones.
Interesting.
That
Yeah.
seems 100% accurate.
Thank you, Turtle Beach, for sponsoring us.
How's that even fucking possible? Turtles don't have ears. Fucking own.
Well, that's why. Because
And now
you
it's
see-
fine. Don't have to say anymore.
Okay.
I've thoroughly
Fucking
owned
own the
the
turtles.
species of turtles.
Episode's brought to you by Turtle Bay down on Frenchman Street. That's a great little hole in the wall bar. I went
it
there
really?
last night. Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
very good. Very cheap beer.
This is brought to you by
Good veggie
Turtle
burger.
Soup. So the Law is just fucking amazing, as he always is. You know, he's now back from retirement, or I guess from
Like I said, he's
expulsion.
Beck.
He's back.
He's played by Beck now.
He's a loser. And then he kills all these dudes. Ashley Barnstormer shows up wearing a Civil War general's uniform. I want to know if there's some messaging behind that.
Any theories, Grant?
Okay.
It's a Union uniform. We're okay. And then his team,
Hold
instead
the
of
slurs in.
hold it,
Yeah,
instead
their
of
slurs were fine. They were Union soldiers.
Union is a slur.
Wow.
Instead of playing the game, the rest of the teammates were having sex with in-game prostitutes.
Wouldn't you be, man?
What multiplayer game has in-game prostitutes?
Look, bro, if that was a feature in the new Modern Warfare, I promise you a bunch of people will be running to those prostitutes,
Okay.
putting down the
Online.
cold guns.
They're microtransactions, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then they go to what the fuck does this say? Sorry, I'm reading my notes. I'm unaware of what this says. Oh, okay. And they're talking about how amazing the Napalm High School team is doing.
Was the board meeting?
And somebody who is supposed to be Jim Cramer on CNBC,
Money.
MSNBC,
Mm-hmm.
Mad Money, says to buy stock in the high school.
Yeah.
He's like, buy it while it's low. It's gonna rise to the top. And I'm like, how do you buy fucking stock in a high school?
You got to get in early.
Just wait till college, high school. That's the whole premise of it.
Yeah, we've already opened up to shareholders.
Invest in college, high school. And then I realized that what the scheme is. They're using the team, the Napalm Energy Drink High School, their performance to sell Napalm Energy. Like when Red Bull sponsors people to crash planes to sell Red Bull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The same thing.
I didn't write that joke down. That was right off the top.
That was good.
Thank you. So...
Yeah, usually they give wings, but they just took a pair of wings out of the sky. I don't know, just think about that.
And an angel earned
I wrote that
twins.
one down.
A couple
So really unhappy with how that
So
one.
Grant had a response joke for a joke that I hadn't planned, but he had it planned out.
That's crazy.
Season 3, I was holding it in.
Holding it in.
he was holding it in. So we're gonna wait till Danny just tosses it up for me, and then I'm gonna bat it out
I
of
thought
the
it was
park.
a layup.
That's fine. So then we go to VGHS in the cafeteria where they are campaigning. You know, Key versus Shane for student president, and this is how I know that it's still like the time frame has not moved. The needle has not moved from season 2 because we're still in the middle of this fucking campaign.
Yeah.
And it's Key and Wendell versus Shane Pizza, and
Sebastian
Yeah.
is his partner, if it's worth noting.
Sebastian.
I forgot Sebastian's name already.
Well, he pops
Just
up later
remembered it,
in
buddy.
a
He does.
spot you might not expect.
And we're just looking through, little vignettes of everybody's. Ted's playing with like little micro machines cars, and
Ted's not doing much.
Shane is handing out pizza, I think. And then we see Brian, who, look, I don't know why, if the show, the amount of time that's changed in the show is supposed to be like a week or two, why they felt the need to redesign Brian.
Redesign Brian. Brian,
It sounds like a good band.
Redesign.
Redesign Brian. What happened to his hair?
Look, man, it's the final season.
He needed new season hair, but
You need a new season.
I honestly thought
I change my hair every season.
that's true.
Of this show? No, you don't.
In life.
Seasons of life.
You don't see it change every other week.
Fair enough.
Is that a
Continue,
challenge?
Grant.
Is that
Continue.
a challenge?
Holding it in. Please continue.
Holding it in. I don't fucking. Oh yeah, his hair looks fucking awful. It looks like I thought it was a joke at first, but it turns out that's seriously what they were going for. It looks like he's got a nest in the middle of his head. It's insane. It's so tall now.
Yeah,
I don't
split
like
second,
that.
I didn't think it was Brian.
It's kind of wavy.
Yeah.
And usually they like to joke about how bad his hair looks, but no one's making jokes anymore, and it looks even fucking worse than it ever has. So honestly, pretty bonkers.
Yeah.
My beef of the week.
Ooh, new
I'm
segment?
just kidding. No, not any segment.
No, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. It does get better throughout the season.
I guess.
By like
It
the
does.
second or third episode, they've kind of...
Honestly, by the second scene, they've at least controlled it because it just looks
Yeah.
insane in this first shot where you see him.
It just looks... Yeah, but they actually cut it into like a normal cut. But for some reason, that first episode, it was just like, no, we're going to not cut any of his hair, but we're just going to like comb it over so
Yeah.
it just looks like a mess.
Well, then it's really weird because, as you pointed out later, when they flash back to him in the second season, he's got second season hair again, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah,
This
just
is a
leave it.
conscious choice.
Like they knew.
Do you think like there's a restaurant that has beef of the week instead of soup of the week?
Oh,
and it's
that's
like
okay.
a different
Instead of
type.
soup of the day, it's beef of
It's
the
beef
week.
Yeah.
of the week.
Yeah, New York strip, Wagyu, ground.
Horse.
Well, it's not beef.
Ground.
It's horse beef.
Well, just for 1 week it is.
They're just like tilapia. Fuck it.
You fuckers don't know what this is. You'll eat it anyway.
As long as you put beef into the grinder with something else, it's technically
beef of the
still it's a
week.
beef mix.
Beef mix actually should be
Can
the name
we
of the podcast.
hold on it? That's our next podcast is beef mix.
Ew.
Can I ask about that? Hold on. If we had
Please.
I would love for you
Very
to.
curious.
if we had a grinder, right? It's already been 27 minutes. If we have a if we have a grinder,
Like the Rob Lowe show?
yes.
A grind-
If we have a grinder and we put like steak to make ground beef and tilapia, would it
Tilapia.
would it blend?
Will it blend? That's the
That's the
question.
new segment.
It's just that show from YouTube.
We can't use that one.
Yeah.
That's copyright.
Just throw the theme song in there anyway.
But that's the question.
No,
Would-
that's two different. Grinding and blending are two different
what?
actions.
That's not. I'm saying, but would we notice the difference in the actual rivets of the ground beef? Would we notice?
Pause the episode, I guess.
Hold on.
Get
We'll
the
be
grinder.
right back, guys. Gotta go buy a grinder.
Time for your post-grind moment.
Gotta get on. we need to ask some experts. Somebody get on Grinder and ask.
Somebody please get on Grinder and ask for tilapia.
Let us know.
We got an
Let us
app
know.
just to ask if you can mix beef and tilapia. That's my bio. People are just like, what?
He says, "I'll mix my beef with your tilapia." Something smells like fish.
All right.
So we see that Ted bumps into Brian. They're no longer cool.
No.
They haven't really spoken in a little bit.
In fact, I'd say they're uncool.
Oh,
They
it
are
gets
uncool.
way uncooler.
And Ted tries to pop his collar, and it just doesn't stay up. And then I just wrote in underlined, "Oh wait, he's wearing two different collared shirts layered together."
Very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Was that because I feel like the more that Ted sort of sinks into, as he did a little bit last season, is now doing this season, he sinks into kind of being like a rebel. The more he looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like he dressed kind of normal the first season, and then he's like, now I'm gambling and
Yeah, he's
betting
like-
on races, and he's like, I'm wearing two collared shirts. I'm just saying,
Ted's dumb.
he is dumb.
And you know what? He's a bad boyfriend.
He's a
Yeah.
very bad
He's
boyfriend.
a bad boyfriend, and not even a good friend anymore. When you think about it, he's not
Yeah.
even a good friend anymore. What has he got going with him?
And really, has he ever been?
No.
Think about it.
The VGHS team has tomorrow off, and they're like, what are we going to do? Should we go to the pool? Is Games Dean's suggestion. Does VGHS have a pool?
Yes. Why
What do
wouldn't
they do there?
They go there. Swim.
They go there.
We talked about
Interesting.
maybe it was for classes. Do they teach Hydro Thunder there?
I said maybe there was an Echo the Dolphin class.
That's good.
Daniel told me about Wave Rider. Never heard of
Wave
Rider.
race. Wave race. There's a wave race joke this
Edit
season
point.
that we'll talk about.
Oh, you're right.
I feel like with, the whole last season thing of everybody being in good physical condition, there definitely is a
Wait,
VGHS
I'm sorry.
dim.
Oh, you mean on
gym.
the team?
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying everybody looked like they
Oh,
were
yeah,
in better
everybody was
condition.
fucking
Everyone was in
fit as
peak,
hell.
Yeah, you
peak
said
athletic.
between 1 and 2, everybody just became very fit. I mean, just Games Dean, really.
But no, I there's probably a gym in the school. There has to be a gym in the video game high school.
Is there a sports game?
There's
plan?
a couple.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Brian and Jenny's like, me and Brian are gonna have some one-on-one time instead of going to the pool with you losers. And like, oh, it's a couple, and I was like, more like Brian and Jenny need some 1v1 time. Knives only.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan
But then
Johnson.
Jenny gets called to go do an interview on OMG.
OMG
WTF.
WTFPFs. Nailed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was OMG WTF, like what the fuck barbecue, and I was like, never mind.
No, you had a joke?
No, that was the joke. This is for
Did they
anybody
do a
who
beef of the
loves
week?
2009 memes.
2009.
I'm
It's only 2009, but it sounds like the far future.
Yeah.
I'm holding it
The
in.
year's
Birdman 900 just came out. It was 2009.
That came out in 2002, actually.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Key is campaigning. She's talking to the MMO clan, and the head of the MMO clan is this really annoying couple who I hate.
Mm-hmm.
One of whom plays a Tamagotchi.
A Tamawachi?
Tamawachi,
You can
excuse you.
watch what you fucking say to me.
Oh, hold it in, buddy.
And here's the thing. Tamagotchi is not an MMO. So why is he playing this?
Well, Steam. Yeah, he's holding it in.
You brought up a good point, though. Is Tamagotchi an MMO?
What? No.
Think about
People
it.
have been arguing this for years. It's Tamagotchi.
Legitimately think about it. You can link up with other people's Tamagotchi in the real world.
Can you?
Yes.
But you could do that with Pokemon too, and it wasn't an MMO until
the
Pokemon
ad.
Go, yeah.
So, but Tamagotchi has kind of always been
no,
Tamagotchi Go.
The O in MMO is massively multiplayer online.
Online. Sure. Yeah.
like
Fair enough.
Tamagotchi.
Got him.
Because there is a this is a weird side note.
Ooh, nice.
There is
like Drake.
a Tamagotchi. There is a Tamagotchi MMO. It's called Tamagotchi Life.
Are you thinking of Tamagotchi Life?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, sorry. Was it gotcha? Are you
No.
just getting me on mic?
Look it up. No, I made a joke video about this when Tomodachi Life came out, where we were. I was working at a video game website. This is a weird story. I was not even working. I was like doing articles for them, and we did a whole bit where we talked about our exclusive trailer for Tamagotchi Life, and we got a bunch of hits. And it was the trailer for the Tamagotchi Life, which is unrelated to Tomodachi Life, and then we edited the trailer so it had that like dog fucking the other dog puking vomit on him.
Oh.
That video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we got like a bunch of people who were just like, this is not what I was expecting. I thought this was the new Nintendo shit. But there is a Tamagotchi Life that is unrelated to Tomodachi Life.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So there you
I
go.
would have never known.
I can't believe you brought Destructoid down with one post.
It wasn't.
Daniel.
It was not
Insane.
Destructoid.
It was games.
But if it was Destructoid,
I'm not saying it wasn't Destructoid.
Because here's the deal. If it was Destructoid, you know who I would know? Anthony Birch.
Yeah.
Anthony Birch, he would know.
That's why he's not coming on the podcast. He says, you brought down my website.
Bastard. First my website, now my father.
And then I killed game trailers. Wendell is terrible this season.
Well, yeah. I was like, the Wendell joke was funny last season because there was so little of him, and it was like, oh,
Yeah,
this
it was
kid's
every once
the
in a while.
fucking Joker, whatever, you know. But now it's like, oh
Kinda
god.
like the clown prince of crime. All right, sorry.
I just don't understand the joke behind
He's
that.
the
one.
Joker.
No, that
The
wasn't. That's just a
Joker,
reference.
baby. Yeah, reference is a joke, baby. This is peak comedy.
Come on, kid.
Come on, kid.
Wendell just
Get with the
becomes
business.
really weird, and he's like super invested in this political.
It's all he has going on for his
he
life.
has. And
Sad.
it's so gross.
Sad.
And he's a gross-looking little stupid man.
Wow.
Holding
That's
it
a
in,
great
I gotta
note.
hold it in.
That's
Bro,
a great
Wendell,
note.
our mixer's right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm really. So Key is trying to get votes, and then she tells Wendell, "I'm gonna go to speak to the casual gamers," and Wendell's like, "Ew, the casual gamers," as if he's like super fucking manly or something. And he's all like, "They're not real gamers," blah blah blah.
He may not be manly, but he's a real gamer.
Here's the thing. I play video games. Anyway, casual games. Key, we see Key.
This is very brave of you.
We see Key.
How brave, yet so controversial. I play games.
We see Key driving to a farm in a car, and she gets out, and a woman points a shotgun at her. What casual game has a shotgun?
Sounds like this guy doesn't.
Sounds
play
like maybe
Farmville
these
anymore.
guys are real gamers. That's my point.
Wow.
If you can kill another person in your game, not a casual game.
It's pretty hardcore, actually, if you think about it.
That's a really good take.
But is it an MMO?
But
We'll
it's
go
an MMO.
deeper.
Is Farmville an MMO?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
guess.
I've never played it. Do you connect with other people like in a
Yeah.
traditional
you
sense?
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or at least you used to. I don't know. It probably is like an actual full game now.
Yeah, it's probably on the App Store or something.
Long live Zynga.
Hey,
They're gone. They shut down.
oof.
Long
Long
live
live
Zynga.
Zynga.
Vini Vidi Zynga.
Alright.
I came. I saw Zynga.
The name of the episode. I came. I saw,
Saw
Zynga.
Zynga. That's great.
So, the hillbilly woman with a shotgun and an
Who's
Irish
also Irish,
accent
yes, Irish.
says, "Who are you? Are you a griefer?" Key says, "I'm not a griefer. I'm a politician." And she says, "Even worse."
Even worse. Boom. That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
I believe, Grant, you said this is where VGHS attempts to solve classism.
Yes. It's odd. I feel like avenue for them to take in the third season, but hey, you know what? Go for it, guys. I'm sure this will be handled with all the deftness and subtlety that I've come to expect from this show.
Yes. So they say, if you really wanted to meet with us, you should come to our actual classroom, not just, message us in game.
Mm-hmm.
So Key's like, okay, I'll do that. We go to this OMG WTFFPS show.
It's just WTFPS, just saying. I mean, it's not
WT,
reveal or anything. I just want to mention that.
Fuck
Before we get destroyed in the fucking
paper
comment section.
stories. So you can hear my notes.
Paper
They're
stories?
real.
Paper stories.
Is that what you call your notes?
Yes.
Paper stories.
So it's their books is what I call books.
It's an alien coming to Earth looking for a book.
Why is-
a paper story.
what book do you think he's looking for?
Definitely Mein Kampf.
Solomon is on the way with his goal. He's gonna get us removed from Spotify.
I would like the Hitler paper story. Get out of my bookstore, alien. Trying to
Hitler had a
read Mein
ghostwriter.
Kampf.
There's no way that man sat down and wrote that whole book, right?
Oh, you definitely had ghostwriters.
Kampf? Yeah, no.
Oh, Kampf?
Oh, Kampf?
We're just calling Kampf now.
You can't casually refer to it as Kampf. That's an issue.
I feel like I'm on such a last name basis with this book.
Good old
How
Kampf.
casual.
It's like when you're in the army and it's like you call everybody by your last name and I see the book and I just go
Kampf.
Kampf.
Yeah, good old Kampf.
You guys read that book?
No.
No, but I have the compilation.
We
I
need
wrote
to-
that one down, too. I was just hoping we were going to get to Kampf finally.
Grant, I've been tossing them up for Grant all day. He said,
I
I'm
got
not
good
saying.
Kampf, and I got good, whatever that first joke was.
That's what he said.
He told me. He said, look. I don't care how you get to it, but you got to throw up some Mein Kampf jokes just
Throw
so I
me
can
some
get-
softballs,
Throw
man.
me some softball Mein Kampf
Grant's
jokes.
been hitting
Gotta-
them out the park.
Got to get the crowd on my side.
So I was gonna make a conversation about how one of the options to read in high school, like as a required reading, was Mein Kampf.
Oh.
No.
And I don't know whose
What
fault
high
that was a
school
good
did
idea.
you go to?
I went to Alabama, so not the college.
College
Alabama.
high school?
Yeah, college high school.
Uh,
That's when we're
That's
pitching
the
that
loophole
show
for people in
they go-
Alabama to say they went to college. College high school.
when we're trying to get investors to buy the college high school pilot, they're gonna go, well, what's good about this high school? Oh, well, there's Mein Kampf.
Oh, but you don't understand. We have the paper stories in here. Are you familiar with Kampf?
getting somebody's resume and then finding out I thought you said you went to college. Like, no, I went to Alabama.
Yeah. Common misconception.
It just says Alabama 2014 through 2018. I think it's the years, and it's like,
I was just in Alabama.
no, yeah, I was just where I was.
Just being accounted for.
I just wanted to let you know. So, she's on OMG WTFPS
Thank you.
with TalkBot,
Mm-hmm.
who is the third iteration of this
Yes.
bot.
Not Chatbot 2.0.
No,
TalkBot.
TalkBot.
New suit.
New eyebrows, different color.
Yeah.
They're yellow.
New Toot, I would even say.
Kind of new too. He's a little more adversarial.
Just a little.
Specifically toward Jenny.
Yeah.
And what precedes is the weirdest talk show ever that I've ever watched. So here's the opening question. First,
Also, yeah, Jacques Latour is there.
Jacques Latour,
Yes.
who is the head of the Paris Panthers. You're right.
Famous FPS coach, Jacques
Famous
Latour. You guys
FPS
probably already knew that. We didn't even have to say he was the head coach. Of the
Yeah,
Paris
him and
Panthers.
Fatality. And Ashley Barnstormer is there. He is the head of the Napalm High School team.
Yes.
And
You know that Yankee?
the Yankee in the Union garb. And and they
What
are
does the
both
show come to?
they are both Ashley and Jenny are both going to be on OMG.
That's the closest we're going to get to a
WTFPS.
slur is me saying Yankee. Okay.
And right before
The
they
fans
go
are
on,
disappointed. Grant.
No, I'm sorry.
Ashley storms on, spills coffee all over Jenny's shirt because he's an asshole, and he gives asks him kind of like a basic question like how do you guys think you're gonna do in the game? Oh my god,
Sounds so good in headphones.
how do you guys think you're gonna do in the game? And then asks Jenny, tell us about your parents' divorce. Do you blame yourself? Do you think she blames herself?
Oh, so we're going to analyze that now?
I want to go through these questions.
No, I think she blames her mom.
Okay, that's fair. Solomon, who do you blame?
Who do I? Wait, that's a different scenario.
We're really setting up an Ashley Barnstormer, Ginny Matrix situation here.
She definitely blames herself,
Okay.
and that's only because that's kind of revealed in future episodes. But
I blame Brian.
yeah, I blame
The
Brian
divorce?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
What can I not blame Brian for?
I would blame Ted if we're going to blame anyone else.
Okay, that's fair.
oh boy,
That's fair.
I blame Ted
that's
vis-a-vis.
fair.
I blame Ted vis-a-vis Brian. Brian sucks because
Vis-a-vis.
These are
Vidi Vidi.
VDV chief vis-a-vis.
Again, I saw there was an exchange.
Oh.
And then they ask Jenny, who is a better kisser, Brian or Law? And Ashley Barnstormer says, I can answer that. Which not only implies that he kissed Law, but also that he kissed Brian. So
looks like we got a secret season 2.5 that we never
yeah,
got to
was that in the
witness.
behind the scenes?
No, yeah, they
More
got
like-
into that, but it was all cut.
More like behind the curtains.
Yeah.
More like under the sheets.
Mm.
More like
In-
I'm gonna hold it.
Hold it in.
Hold
Hold it in.
Hold that last one
Hold
in.
it in.
So there is now a whole separate side quest here with Brian and Ted.
Wow, it's funny that you put it as side.
That's
quest.
why I did it.
It's such a good transition. That's what you come to the
Key-
show for, is good transitions.
Key has asked the MMORPG group to vote for her.
Right.
And they said the only way they will do it is if the guy head of the MMO clan gets Babbage's Blade. And the only way to get Babbage's Blade is to have a special edition copy of the game.
Deathstalkers 2.
Thank
The
you.
King's Ransom.
I almost
edition.
said Darkstalkers 2. That's a real game.
The
Yeah.
Plight of Virtue, or whatever.
And
It's a
To-
subtitle.
the
Featuring
only
Birdman.
person
Sense of virtue.
the only person who has the special edition of the game that Ted knows is Brian. So now
Brian D.
he has to try and go get Brian's game to play it, and then Brian captures Ted in the act. Says, "Why are you stealing my game?" And Ted explains, "We got to get Babbage's Blade for Key." Brian says, "It's a two-man quest. We got to do it together." Plus, Ted is a bard. I don't know why he thinks he can do it himself.
Ted's not even a bard anymore. Now he's some sort of mage.
Oh yeah. So
he
do you
changed.
think they? And here's the other thing. Brian lost all his armor. So do you think that they had to restart, like remake characters? If now they're both different classes and they have lost their shit.
They're just like, hell, we'll just do a new playthrough.
Well, I mean, like
That's
sometimes
pretty common,
there's like
especially in MMO.
there's level caps, yeah, where it's like you can't do this, or you can't do this quest until 35, and you can't do it like after 50. Like maybe they had to create what we call in the biz Smurf characters to to go do
That
this
blonde
quest.
Smurf was hot. What was her name?
The black Smurf. They're trying to get me to say
Is Smurf a slur?
Did you guys watch Storks?
No.
They were underwater.
Oh wait,
Smurfs.
yes.
Yeah.
Or was
They
it
were basically-
Storks or was it Snorks?
Well,
one
that's
of them's a
Snorks.
slur.
Snorks is the underwater Smurf show.
Okay.
They had the like noodles on their straws.
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
I like Snorks, but I never watched Smurfs. So I guess make of that information what you
You're
will.
in the denominator right there, the minority. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Well, it's my
And
opinion
yet,
on
when
this.
I asked you at work the other day, I said, "Who is the bad guy from Smurfs?" You knew the name was Gargamel.
I know it's Gargamel, and I couldn't tell you the bad guy from Snorks, but my stance on Snorks and Smurfs is a lot like the Offspring.
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about this whole quest thing? I think it's one of the funnier parts. Like, I think this season opens with some funny bits. I think Brian skipping the quest dialogue's pretty funny.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole dying guy.
yeah,
Big
the whole
Geekly
dying
from
guy.
5 Second Films.
Yeah.
Is that who it is? Okay. Well,
He
you
was
know.
renegade pervert himself.
Oh no.
I'm sure he likes being referred to that in 2019.
I think a lot of these opening bits for this season, I already feel better about some of the jokes than I do season 2.
And production value is at an all-time high.
Oh yeah, where are they filming this? Because they're in some Lord of the Rings shit.
I
Like,
should have rewatched
They
this
are,
first
yeah.
episode BTS because I watched this episode earlier than the other ones.
yeah,
They go to Ireland
The other time.
maybe.
just for fun, and then they
For
came
fun,
back
yeah.
and
Yeah.
filmed it.
He's like, we're really inspired.
They
now.
just took some photos of Ireland and then put it on a green screen. You know,
It
maybe
looks
they
great.
It's how they
Okay.
This fucking asshole.
I'm agreeing. I'm holding it
You're
in.
holding it in. Sometimes
I'm about to burst.
Serenity now.
season 3, I'm about to burst.
It's gonna be me tomorrow. I don't know what that is a reference.
All right.
So
I don't know
then,
what that means, but don't come to school.
Oh,
oh
gonna
no,
It's gonna burst.
I'm not
I
even
would
in school. I
definitely
graduated.
Not
That's
go
what's
to
scary
school.
about it.
Some guy told me, "Hey man, tomorrow I'm bursting. You can't show up." I'm taking his word, buddy. Staying away from that guy.
So the
November's
key
a long
goes
month.
to the sub basement to go visit the casual players, and they're all playing on like CRT monitors with Windows 95, and Key's like, you know, while these work fine, why would you guys need new computers? You're just running a casual game. You're running, you know,
Not a real game.
not a real
Not
game.
a real game.
And she's like, we just want to be treated equally. The Irish hillbilly
Yeah.
says we want to be treated equally. And then somebody's child shows up and hands Key a flower, and I want to know what teen pregnant casual gamer, you know,
Hey, you're making a lot of assumptions here.
Yeah.
That could be the
Any-
dwarf. That's the awful assumption I'm going to
No,
make.
it's a pretty bad assumption right there.
Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Sub basement, more like subscribe to Rocket Jump. Woo. Does the social gamer quest
Now he
end?
feels like Drake.
Yeah.
Does the
Where's
social
Frank?
gamer quest end with lactation?
That was a written down joke.
Please,
Great.
please comment if you understood that joke.
That's
You
really good.
understand that joke. All right, America.
Please comment.
Grant
Just
wrote
comment that you understand.
That was my first off the cuff joke. I've been really sticking
Please,
to my written material.
If you
so
don't
far.
understand the lactation joke, I will repeat it every episode
if you
until
don't
we get
understand
comments.
it, DM us and we'll painstakingly explain it to you.
It rhymes with Mon Mindbeck.
What? On mine bet. Is it a Star Wars planet?
We must
Yes.
travel to Mon.
It's not anymore since they raced the
The
expanded universe.
Hey, they're Star Wars legends now.
Yeah, Star Wars Legend of this bullshit.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
So we're flipping back and forth between casual gamers and the MMO.
Right.
The score for the
I
MMO
think Star Wars
montage,
is an MMO.
which there
Just in
are,
general.
It's a movie.
All right.
It's a movie series.
it's a massive movie online.
Yeah. Sure. I bet it's available online.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's all. Hey.
Hey,
This
side
episode
note-
is brought
Oh,
to you
yeah.
yeah. Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
by the Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian movies online. It's MMO.
You know what? My whole life, people have been trying to steal my fucking voice. Now I got a podcast.
The score for the MMO section is really amazing.
Yes.
We talked about this before. The music for this season, it starts off good, and then it just keeps getting better, actually.
Is it all originally composed?
I think way more of it is. I'm not sure if it's all.
Okay.
I think more of it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. But that part, I did not seem like stock music.
Yeah, no, it seemed very composed for the show.
So when they do an MMO montage, Brian and Ted kind of working together again. They're getting sort of in the rhythm. Start out, won't fist bump. By the end of it, they fist bump. There is a point where Ted is at a campfire and he is cold. Do you think he receives a cold damage status effect?
Yes.
Yeah. I hope he got a buff from getting warmed up by Brian, too.
So
Warm pal.
The whole
Plus
thing
10.
is that
That was an achievement he got.
Yeah.
Warm pal.
Warm pal.
When your friend is warm.
So they're, just working it out. They seem to be doing better together. They're not, nothing's perfect yet, but
They're
melding.
rekindling the spark.
meshing.
Yeah.
Reunited and it feels so good.
And it feels so good. Oh, man.
We cut back to the campaign. Wendell is on some bullshit. I am convinced he is part of the team that helped Nixon do Watergate.
Wait.
Whoa. This is a huge conspiracy. Wendell
What
did Watergate?
was that?
Wendell did Watergate.
Okay.
You'll see more as the season goes on, but he's trying to convince Jenny to do all sorts of unethical things, and Jenny's like, that's not who I am. I won't do this campaign negatively. That's it. It's a very short scene.
Fair.
And then
He is all about ethics in games journalism.
yes.
It's a good one.
Thank you. It's topical.
Very
You're
topical.
banking these eps. It's real topical.
And then we go back to OMG WTFPS, and the question we see Ashley Barnstormer crying about something, and then they turn to Jenny and go, "Same question. What would you do if Brian became a milkshake?" And then she was like, "I wouldn't love him because he'd be a milkshake."
Yeah.
And then they get all mad, like, "Oh, physical appearance is all that matters
He's
to you."
feeling a lot like Drake
And
right about
here's,
now.
You feel a lot like Drake.
A lot like Drake.
And here's the thing: I would fuck a milkshake. Why can't Drake?
Yeah.
Daniel Plainview over here.
What?
Where's my milkshake?
I don't know what this. This reference is not funny.
There will be blood. Milkshake. I drink your milkshake.
Nope. Never watched that movie.
I fuck your milkshake.
Never watched that movie.
You're missing. Why? Why not?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
And the
this
players-
is film talk with Grant and
yeah.
Daniel.
Cut the film talk.
No. Wait, what is this? Why won't you watch the movie? You got beef with Dano?
You
You
gonna
don't
make
like
me
Dano?
stop and watch the movie right now?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a
Yeah.
fucking podcast.
This is your pre-movie moment.
Go watch.
post movie moment.
Wow.
It was fine.
Wow.
Daniel
Fuck you.
did.
Fuck off, you piece of shit.
Grant, you need to hold it
You
in.
need to hold it in, buddy. It's 2020.
Daniel Day-Lewis was 5 out of 10. Seemed like he was holding it in the whole time. They asked Jenny to do a bunch of dumb shit. They ask her first of all, wait, sorry, backing up.
Yeah.
OMG
Let's get back to
WTFPS.
There will be blood for 1 second.
Hold on. Let's go back to that.
WTFPS. They get points?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, that's what happens on every talk show. They just cut it. They don't ever show it when they're doing the
Yeah,
broadcast.
Conan has a
no
score
scoreboard.
marker. So, but
It's an old-timey baseball.
but if there are points and thus a winner, does this
Yeah.
count as a game show?
Are all shows game shows when you think about it?
Life's a game show.
No, it's not.
Life's a game show. Win a fridge.
Win a fridge.
That's a bumper sticker I'm working on right now.
It's a good one. I'd buy it.
Thanks.
Life's a game show. Win a fridge. And then they asked Jenny to. They said, he says, as a thought experiment, nobody will be mad. Jenny, please rank your favorite races. Can we go ahead and do that?
I think that needs to be something we ask our guests to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Why don't you come out?
this is a thought experiment. Solomon, favorite race? Go.
I'm a big fan. Oh, who are the Argonians?
Oh, from Elder Scrolls. Yeah, okay.
I always chose an Argonian.
Sure.
I love Argonians. They can breathe underwater, and
Yeah.
it was very useful when finding like treasure and like the frozen like ghost ships and shit like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Grant.
Khajiit.
Khajiit?
Yeah, they can jump high.
Okay.
Good
Well,
one.
and I like Indian food, so I guess
Okay.
I didn't realize Khajiit made Indian food.
I just like
You never stop by
Ginny's
Khajiit's house?
pivot to the second spot in her
Yeah.
race list being decided by. Oh, I like their food.
Yeah. I want to talk about this.
Insane.
First of all, my favorite race is Selkath. Secondly,
This fucker over here.
Jesus Christ.
this look, here's my question. Who the fuck is like, I'm white, so my favorite race is white?
An idiot.
Yeah. Because I'm white, and they are like maybe third or fourth at best.
Alright.
I'm just
a good
saying.
take.
Anybody who's been white shouldn't be like, you know what? I'm really enthusiastic about the whites. I'm just saying.
Home team.
Yeah, but it's like this, right? Like, I'm a Philadelphia Phillies fan.
Mm-hmm.
They're my team. But if you ask me to rate the best teams, I'm not putting the Phillies at the top.
What
I
race
know.
do you think the Philly fanatic is?
Oh, he's
That sounds like a great Subway sandwich.
he's a Subway sandwich. That's his race.
The Philly fanatic.
He's like he's the same race as Birdo.
Oh, this is so even more confusing. I have more questions now.
Yeah.
He's a Birdo.
Does he shoot eggs at his mouth? Is
Yeah.
that what his mouth's for?
No, he shoots out Subway sandwiches.
Philly fanatics.
So back at the school, Shane Pizza's promising people free pizza parties.
Yeah.
And then Key promises people pizza parties with garlic knots.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Who would you guys vote for?
Shane or Key?
Oh, I'm talking about 2020 presidential election.
Oh.
Shane Pizza.
Shane Beats. Yeah, no, Shane or Key.
I'm voting for Jill Stein again.
Again.
My third time.
Oh, look, my crystals are going to work this time.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm voting for Billy Crystal.
I'd probably vote for Key only because I hate rich people. And it's not even like it's not even like a political thing that I hate rich people. It's a personal thing.
I feel like...
I feel like they landed pretty high on your ranking of races.
I know, yeah.
Did I say rich people was a race?
They
Yeah.
are. What did we say
You
earlier?
just cut
Fuck
that
capitalism.
part. Here's the footage.
I love rich people.
Oh my god, it's the alien. He's back.
This alien's fucking worse.
It's the racist alien looking for Mein Kampf.
He loves rich people,
I
though.
love rich people.
He's
Where are paper stories?
treating Earth like a library and just demanding a book.
There's no more of you? Like, are you the only one here?
This is, man, we don't. If you love rich people so much, why don't you have a Kindle? Yeah, yeah, paper still.
Kindle. The sign of privilege. You're not in the 1% until you have a Kindle.
It's true.
It's a fact.
My family was among the first Kindle. No, we weren't.
We kindled the
My
Kindle.
family had a Barnes and Noble Nook.
The Nooks were great. I had both.
They were significantly
That's how
better.
You had
privileged
both.
I had both. Yeah.
You're
Solomon's
the top
a
0.5%.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I can't read. It was a terrible gift.
So the pizza looks
You just
bad.
love the
pizza,
Amazon so much.
the pizza that Shane is handing out
Kindle, I
looks
thought they were giving me
gross.
five.
That's the thing. You're like, who would you vote for? I wouldn't vote for Shane because the pizza he's handing out looks disgusting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he's
fair
like,
enough.
if he's like, you get this every Friday, I'd be like, I just won't eat it probably. Fuck him.
I also feel like I don't know. It's a real toss up. I probably just wouldn't vote.
Can I be
It's a
honest with
toss-up.
you?
Yeah.
Shane Pizza reminds me a lot of Henry.
Does he now?
Yeah.
Like physically?
In the face.
Okay, I guess I can see it. They both have angular faces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Sure.
totally see it.
And then in certain points, his attitude.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Grant, who are you voting for?
Henry.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all
That's
voting
fine.
The
for
Book of Henry.
Hey man.
The Book of Mormon.
Book of Eli.
You know, I saw that, but I kept falling asleep, and then I would wake up just when that guy was like, I have maggots in my scrotum. So I just woke up to that like 5 times throughout that musical, and it was honestly a really disorienting experience. And I wasted a lot of money. It was the same weekend as your film, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Rolling back in my brain, I thought when you said Book of Eli, I thought you were saying that you kept
Yeah.
the
I
part-
love when Denzel
or
Washington
part-
says I have maggots in my scrotum.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember that part of Book of Eli.
It's the BTS.
It's in the BTS.
This is behind the scrotum.
There are maggots
beneath.
So then, people, Key, after announcing that there will be garlic knots, she also says that she wants to help the casual gamers get a new computer setup and sort of renovate their classroom. Everybody boos her. She faints in a very 1950s fashion.
Really puts the pain in campaign.
And we go back to the MMO where Ted gets place kicked by this giant ogre thing. And then they win the fight. I'm not even going to go into the whole fight. There's teamwork involved. Brian and Ted do the whole teamwork
involved.
Like, I skipped past that. I was bored.
That was me. I was
like you
Brian.
and the dialogue.
Skip. Yeah. And then they free the guy inside the ogre. And he says, you can have my sword now. Brian picks it up. And it binds on touch. So they can't give it to the guy they were supposed to give it to.
And Ted is pissed.
But
also, this is such a shitty mechanic.
Yeah. I guess it's so that, like, you can't do the DLC. Because it's a special edition quest. You can't do the quest over and over again and give it to all your friends.
Sure.
But
also, yeah, I guess.
It's also a 2-man quest, though, so whoever you did it with should just be able to get their own.
Yeah, I was
Did
thinking
it
about
as
that.
well, yeah. Do they not share loot in that regard?
I don't know, man. And apparently there is an item specifically so that you can do that, the glove of non-binding or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Don't say
And
it so
Ted's
casually.
mad
We all
'cause-
know of the glove of non-binding.
Well, yeah, Ted's like, like Ted didn't brief,
Yeah,
Brian on this.
You wouldn't even talk to him for most of the
the quest, yeah.
entire quest.
Ted is a bad friend.
Yes, he is.
And a bad
And
boyfriend.
a bad boyfriend.
Bad boyfriend.
And then they're having a conversation in game, and then Ted just stops talking and then bursts into Brian's room. They get into a tussle where Ted gets his fucking face slammed into the counter.
Nose is jacked up.
Fucked up.
This is the first moment in this show where I think we start to see that shit's just going to get really real this season. And Ted's like, there's like blood everywhere. And he's like screaming. And then he tells Brian to go to hell. We're doing curses this year, baby.
We're doing curses.
Second semester freshman year, you start cursing.
You start cursing.
Uh,
This ain't your mama's show.
what?
This ain't your mama's show.
So
This ain't
you know what,
your
you know what-
mama's show.
you know what your mom probably does watch?
Are you about to do an ad read?
OMG
Disney
WTFPS. Yeah. Your mom's been watching The Mandalorian.
And you should too.
Baby Yoda.
Your mom's been watching OMG WTFPS, where Jenny is about to play Paropera the Opera.
Yes. I
A
like
pun
that.
so twice. I mean, yeah,
What?
pun so twice. They used it nice.
So you messed up and then you doubled down on it.
Yeah,
That was
I mean, at
really
that
good.
point you gotta double
that was
down
really
on
good.
He twiced on it. Good bit. Here's the question. In
gonna take
Paropera
credit
the
for that.
Opera,
Good bit.
Paropera the Opera,
Opera the opera.
who is Paropera? In Parappa the Rappa, there's a character named Parappa. Who is Paropera? This is just a karaoke game.
Aren't we all a little paropera when you think about it?
Is Paropera like paramilitary or paralegal? Where
Para opera.
where you're just like like to the side?
Para soprano.
Yeah. Paris, New York, London. I see London, I see France.
Paris, Texas. Is this film talk?
No.
No.
And then we get this super, like, dramatic singing from Jenny. And, like, the lighting, it looks like Lady Day sings the blues. It's a whole... And then underneath her singing, everybody's crying. We do a montage of everybody. Brian is cleaning Ted's blood off the floor. Everybody's sad.
It's a very heavy scene.
It's very heavy. This is the first of many heavy montages in this season.
Yes.
Do you think that's Jenny's real voice?
No.
Okay.
No.
No way.
They didn't get into it on the BTS, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Did you think it was?
No, I was wondering.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure it's somebody else.
I mean, we could check the credits.
Okay. Afterward, Jenny leaves stage. Everybody's like, wow, she's so great. We totally forgot that she was racist 5 seconds ago. There is a weird red camera ad placement in the back.
Gotta love it.
Coach Latour is like, oh, yeah, no, you're great. We need a sniper. He's got the fakest accent. He is stealing food from the crafty table behind the stage.
Classic.
He's like, I got to get on a flight. And so he just has a stack of food like fucking Scooby-Doo.
Big Scooby energy from this
Big
guy.
Scooby energy. That's what his name is, Scooby Latour. His name is Jacques. And then, even though people got mad at Key, I'm switching now. People got mad at Key. She's like, such a bummer. Everybody revolted against me. And then it is revealed that now the casual gamers, dressed now like normal people rather than like hillbillies, have decided to volunteer as Key's campaign team. Because if they hated them before, they're certainly going to love them when they are the face of Key's campaign.
Mm-hmm.
They said, you know what will make you more likable? And then they pull out a violin and start doing a jig.
Yeah.
Another question for the listeners out there. Please let us know. Are the casual gamers up to this point, are they a very elaborate Irish traveler joke?
If so, it's very funny.
It's very elaborate.
That's the thing, because that was the first thing I thought of. But I was like, I lived in Ireland. Nobody else is going to get this. So maybe it's just that there's a hillbilly with an Irish accent who pulls out a violin and does a jig. I'm like, this must be a bit. But then maybe it's just coincidence. I don't know.
Were there a lot of random girls carrying flowers around in Ireland?
There are, yeah.
Interesting.
They kept, and all of them played casual games.
Huh.
They all were like,
They all played games so casually.
They all handed me flowers and said, "Meet me in Farmville."
That's terrifying.
So the Drifters are also working for Keeb undercover.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to talk about season to season hair. DK's back to his season 1 hair.
He is
now, which is fascinating.
returned.
I never really noticed. I went back and looked, and
You talked a lot of shit first season about his hair.
Well, I went back and looked. I totally didn't even realize when he changed the second season that
Yeah,
he
it
had
was
the
just,
like circular.
shorter, yeah.
But yeah, he does. He goes back to his season 1 hair.
So,
Look,
take that information.
season changes, hair changes.
I'm sorry, Solomon. You already established this early on in the episode.
Yeah, that's what you do with the new season.
The Drifters are now went from like kind of like ruffians and rebels to like being a fucking hardcore gang. Like they've just become the least likable people in the whole show.
Ted's like an enforcer now.
Yeah, they steal the MMO guy because he can't get a sword. They steal his Tamawachi.
Thank you.
And they threaten it by pounding a hammer around it
Mm-hmm.
and then kidnap it. And they say, if you want this back, you better vote for Key. So, MMO guy does piss his pants.
Good note.
And
It's very important. They zoom in on it.
Think he really pissed? Was
yeah.
that digital?
It's real piss.
That's real piss. That wasn't even in the script.
You can smell it. You have smell-o-vision.
Oh, yeah, I have been watching this show in 4D.
You can smell this whole series.
The hammer made perfectly symmetrical marks. That really annoyed me. And then
Don't show this guy old boy.
Jenny comes back from the show, from OMG
Whatever you do.
WTFPS, and is like, Brian, are you okay? You seem really sad. And Brian's like, I'm not, but I don't want to talk about it because that would just, there's a large stain of blood on my floor.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your day. And she's like, well, I got candy. And you know what candy she says is awesome? I'd like to point this out to everybody. What candy do you think she hands Brian when she says how backstage food is awesome? You too.
Yeah. Oh, us? You're talking about
The
us?
audience.
Everyone write in with what candy you think. Jenny
I was like,
Right
how
in.
long is this pause
Right
going to
in.
be?
You got 30 seconds? Wait. You got-
Almond Joy.
Almond Joys are good. Oh, man. Fuck, that would have been my answer. Probably
Sorry,
Twizzlers.
Mounds.
The answer is dots. How do you guys
Dots are
feel
good.
about dots? I think
Yeah,
dots
I
are
want to
good.
Dots are
hear
good.
Solomon's take since he works in a candy store.
Well, So
Let's hear your tier list.
I was introduced to dots I'm not even making this up. I was introduced to dots at a young age because
Same.
my mother is a huge, that's her favorite candy ever.
Okay.
So we'd always have like dots in the house. Every time like we go to the grocery, she'd buy like a box of dots.
Shout out to Matilda, by the way, Salim's mom.
Yeah, thank you, Matilda. I like dots. Dots are good. Do people not like dots?
That's my issue. I had dots. We had a candy bowl at work. I was eating dots. People were shitting on me for eating dots. What? They were like, dots is the worst candy in this bowl. And I will remark that we had regular Tootsie Rolls in the same bowl.
All right.
So,
vomit inducing.
Yes. I think dots are great.
Dots are real good.
And she has the dots ranked S tier. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm indifferent on dots.
Okay.
Sure.
What's y'all's least favorite candy?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Probably regular Tootsie Rolls. I fucking hate them.
I don't like regular Tootsie Rolls, but
like
my
regular
least
Tootsie Rolls.
favorite.
It's definitely like D tier for me.
Did you say you like Twizzlers? I don't like Twizzlers very much.
I think Twizzlers are my D tier.
That's a controversial pick because people either love red licorice or hate.
Oh,
and that's actually
I don't mind general licorice. But
I'll
I don't
stand by
like
my
Twizzlers,
former statement that I don't like black licorice.
Fair enough.
I think that's
very fair.
Worst candy.
No.
Write in the comments.
Yeah.
Write in your comments.
Write in your comment section.
On your own website. Write in the comment section on your own website.
Yeah.
Somebody sees comment dots. Dots are good.
I don't care what blog it's on.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be
go into the comment section of the most recent Destructoid article and tell them how you feel about
mounds.
dots.
Mounds.
I want to hear your takes on mounds. Sound off about mounds in the comments.
Mound
off.
Mouth haul.
Yeah.
That was like a double layup. You guys teamed up to sink that one.
We passed it back and forth midair and then dunked it as a team.
That was a little throwback for the Swen fans.
Yeah, Swen fans. Ted gets back from threatening this guy. There's a party going on with his girlfriend's campaign team, and he's mad about it, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why?
Wouldn't you be mad?
No.
You come home and your girlfrine's partying.
My
with
girlfriend's
some campaign
partying with some Irish travelers.
You're my babe. You can't be partying with this campaign team.
No, I'd be like, that's fine. My girlfriend has friends, and I'm a little fucking baby. That's what I'd be like.
Who brought this fucking violin? Where did this kid come from?
Start smashing it. It's a Stradivarius. He's like, well, you shut the fuck up, bitch.
Get Wendell out of here.
Get Wendell out of here.
Yeah, I'd be mad if
Is Wendell trying to bone Key?
No.
I'm trying to figure this out.
No, I think he just doesn't have anything else going on in his life.
Because he seems jealous of Ted all the time.
I think he's just
head
obsessed
cannon.
with the one thing that he's been allowed in this life, which is to hang out and be Key's underling.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
He never seems attracted. He just wants to help her be the best RA or president.
Well, they start dancing.
Too.
It's a great little vision, and then we cut to Shane Pizza. Shane Pizza.
That's what I like to call all good films, visions.
No, we're not doing film talk.
No, we're not doing film talk. I'm just saying we're doing vision talk.
I was doing LSD. I had a vision.
Paper stories and vision talk.
I read a paper story about vision talk.
Fassbender was there.
What?
Fassbender's there. You heard
Fassbender was there.
Fassbender was there.
Why is Fassbender there?
Knows.
Is Michael Fassbender not Vision?
No. That's Paul Bettany.
My bad.
That was what I thought you were gonna say, and I was like, "Is this motherfucker gonna mistake Vision for Magneto?"
I thought Paul Bettany was Magneto. Okay.
You thought Paul Bettany was Magneto? That's even crazier than the other
completely flipped.
That guy is very clearly Steve Jobs when you watch fucking X-Men. He's like, that's Michael Fassbender.
He's like, I want to build iPhones.
It's what the magnets are for.
What movies are you watching?
The iPhone
What movie are you watching?
I want to build
fucking
iPhones.
Paul Bettany is Magneto.
The iPhone was
That's
the original
Ian
magnet.
McKellen. So we see Shane
Covering his face somehow with a nose.
Shane Pizza is on the phone. He's asking for his brother on the brother hotline.
Now, I love the idea of the brother hotline.
I think we should have more brothers.
I agree.
Yeah.
Get a
4
hotline going.
brothers.
And who is the brother on the other end?
Brother from my other end.
Oh my God. Like Drake. Boo.
It's Ashley Barnstormer. Shane's brother is Ashley Barnstormer. It's a conspiracy. They got Law on the team now, but they disgraced him.
What's up with that?
What's up with
To
that?
quote Kenan Thompson.
Also, Shane offering pizza parties, more like shit party.
Boo.
Do you guys understand that reference to a conversation we had yesterday?
Oh. Why did you write that down?
No, I don't remember.
See, yeah, I don't blame you.
We said, because we playing
It's so unmemorable.
the Toy Story game.
Yeah, it's like
And
Toy
then-
Story Racer for Game Boy
And then
Color.
we said party time more like shit time.
Oh, well.
See how
But the triple joke here is it sounds like I'm going to say pizza party more like pizza shit, but instead I said pizza party more like shit party.
It was a triple. It was a 3-layer joke.
I didn't get any of the layers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, they're all hidden.
You're going to be thinking about it on your way home.
It's gonna be
Geothermal.
wild.
Geostorm?
Oh
Yes.
man, great film.
R.I.P.
Deep
Sean
Impact. So
I thought
let's.
that was Michael Fassbender.
So how do we feel at the end of this first episode? It was a lot to
good.
get through. We went through it very slowly, but
Yeah.
how do you guys feel?
I liked it a lot.
I liked it. It was a good episode.
I think this show legitimately only keeps getting better.
Yes. Season 3, they definitely hit their
It's
prime,
the
I think.
stride, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into it immediately after I hit stop on this and go right to the third
well,
episode.
before we hit stop,
Go ahead.
I think it's time for my first twist of the season. Last season, I was all about no quotes. This
Right.
season, no notes in the episode.
he just had notes. He was just reading them.
Scripted, yeah.